Okay, two groups of people measured their heights. The average height of the first group of 100 students was 120 inches, while that of the second group of 140 students was 126 inches. Find the average height of all the people. Okay, I want you to just pause the video for some time and get the answer for yourself, and then we'll solve. Okay, so first group had 100 students, 100. Okay, the average height is 120 inches. Second group has 140 students, the average height is 126. Assuming 120 as the average, this group has an excess of 6 points, right? ऐसे कितने लोग हैं? 140. So total excess will be 6 into 140. Okay, we'll divide this excess of 6 into 140 between the total number of people. Total number of people कितना हो गया? 100 plus 140, which is 240. Right? So 6 ones are, then 6 fours are, 0, 0 gone. Basically, 4 threes are 12, 3.5. So the average is not 120, it's 120 plus 3.5, 123.5. See, it's as simple as that. Right? One more question based on this. Okay, India played 12 matches in the 2018 Men's Hockey Champions Trophy with an average attendance of 56,000. Okay, Netherlands played 8 matches with an average attendance of 36,000, and Australia played 10 matches with an average attendance of 48,000. If no two of these teams played with each other, what is the average attendance of all these matches? Okay, now why is it given that no two teams play against each other or play with each other? That is to tell you that the number of matches we are considering, they're all distinct. कहीं पे कोई overlap नहीं है यहाँ पे. Okay, so now things become really very easy. Okay, the thing which we applied for two groups, now we'll do for three groups. Okay, 12, 8 and 10. Okay, cancelling out the common factor, which is 2, you can just reduce them to 6, 4 and 5, the number of matches. Or you can also deal with 6 is to 4 is to 5, as simple as that. Okay, let's go on to the number of matches played. India plays 12 matches with 56,000 people. Let's take it as 56. Okay, Netherlands plays eight matches with an average attendance of 36,000, so take 36. And Australia played 10 matches with attendance of 48. Okay, so assuming 36 as the average, this group, okay, this group has an excess of how much? 20 points. Okay, ऐसे कितने लोग हैं? 6 लोग हैं, right? So total excess becomes how much? 20 multiplied by 6. Okay, 36 तो खुद ही अपना average है, so there is no deviation, no excess or deficit. This group has an excess of 12 points. Every person has, right? 48 and 36. Okay, ऐसे कितने लोग हैं? 5. So complete excess is 12 into 5. Now let's calculate the total deviation, the total excess the group has. 20 into 6 is 120, 12 into 5 is 60. We have an excess of 180 points. यही 180 points अब हम क्या करेंगे? अब हम exactly 6 plus 4 plus 5 total लोग में divide करेंगे. Total लोग कितने हुए यहाँ पे? 15. Okay, so 180 upon 15, the value is 12, right? That means your average is not 36, it's 36 plus 12, 48. See, seemingly difficult questions also turn out to be really very easy once you understand the concept of assumed average and deviations. Let's solve one really good question based on this, guys, and it is derived from a previous CAT question. So I want you all to just pause the video and try it out once. Okay, so three solutions contain 20%, 30% and 40% hydrochloric acid when A plus 1 and A plus 2 ml mixtures respectively are taken from and mixed. 32.5% acid solution is obtained. Find the value of A. Now this might look to be a clear-cut question of weighted average. So 20% is the concentration for the first solution. Okay, उसका हमने A ml लिया है. So total solution कितना हो गया? 20 multiplied by A. ओके, दूसरा वाला कितना है? 30%. 30% का कितना लिया है अपन ने? A plus 1 ml लिया है, राइट? एंड लास्ट वाला जो लिया है हमने, द लास्ट वन इज 40%. 40% का हमने एग्जैक्टली A plus 2 ml लिया है, राइट? सो नाउ द टोटल इज N1x1 N2x2 N3x3 जो हमने निकाला है, डिवाइड बाय द फॉर्मूला फॉर वेटेड एवरेज. टोटल क्वांटिटी इज A plus 1 plus A plus 2. Okay, this should be equal to how much? This should be equal to your value 32.5. Okay, so what we now do is we try to simplify this and find a value of A. Okay, 20A plus 30A plus 40A. 20 plus 30 plus 40 is basically 90A, plus 30 and 80 will be 110. Okay, this will be 32.5 multiplied by A is coming 3 times, so 3A plus 3, right? Solving this, we'll get 90A plus 110 is equal to 32.5 multiplied by 3. So 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6, 7, and 3 3s are 9, 97.5A. Okay, plus 97.5. Okay, so if you take 90A on this side, we'll get 7.5A on the right hand side. On the left hand side, 97.5 आ जाएगा. So 110 minus 97.5 will be basically 12.5. Okay, 7.5A is 12.5. That tells you A is equal to 12.5 upon 7.5. Point निकाल दिया मैंने, basically remove कर दिया. I get A as 5 by 3 or 1.6. Okay, now this might look to be a very calculative approach. Yes, that is, but it's a very direct way to solve this given question. Okay, now we'll see a very quick method to solve the same question without much calculations. Let's see how we do it. So the quantities given are A plus 1 and A plus 2 ml, right? So what we do is we write the concentrations, the value, the percentage of the acid just below the quantities. Okay, the average is given as 32.5. Okay, so the first quantity has a deficit of 12.5 from the average. Okay, so what is the complete deficit? Okay, minus 12.5 into A. Same thing, the second quantity has a deficit 2.5 from the average. Okay, ऐसे A plus 1 लोग है, right? And the same thing, last वाला term, okay, 40% has 7.5% more than the average. ऐसे कितने लोग हैं? A plus 2. So what we do is we calculate the overall excess and deficit. Overall deficit कितना आएगा guys? Minus 12.5 as I told you, multiplied by A for the first one, minus 2.5 into A plus 1. This should be equal to 7.5 into A plus 2. Right? This gives you the same equation, A equals to 5 by 3. And very quickly, you got the answer 1.6.